Hi everyone, I'm Francisco and
Amia.
at Cervantes Dog Training and Rehabilitation.
This is Dog Talk.
What are we going to talk about today?
Why are you calling our dog thin?
Skinny.
Skinny.
So, here's the thing. I'm just tired of people just like on the street kind of like just gonna have those comments of like your dog is
Oh
too
my
skinny.
god, she's so cute! Little thin.
And here's the
little...
thing. My dog is not skinny. I'll show it to you. Manja. Down here.
Here she comes.
Come on.
Guest appearance. She loves being picked up.
Alright. Here we go.
Okay.
This girl,
Probably up on the table.
this girl over here, right there. She's not skinny. I would call this physically fit dog. She is all muscle. There's no fat around here.
Right. What they say when they say you should be able to feel the ribs but not see the ribs. That's impossible for Mancha
Right, Mancha?
because she has such well-developed intercostal muscles. So the muscles between her ribs are so well-developed that there's no way you could not see her ribs. In fact, they're like really clear. So
You know what I think is?
what?
I think it's bullshit. Because my dog is not skinny. My dog is,
Thanks, Munchies.
she is strong, she is athletic, and she's physically fit. So I think that people need to kind of like realize what kind of comments they do. And it kind of bothers me because you just have random people saying it to you. Like, what do you expect to see? Like big dogs? Thick dogs?
Everybody
It's
expects
like-
big, thick dogs. Everybody.
It's like, it's ridiculous. There's-
Everybody, no, and that's the thing. It's become normal to have a fat dog, and the scary health problems that come with obesity. Everybody knows about that. Everybody knows about it, and everybody wants to love on their dog and do the best for their dog. But people are very content with having an overweight dog. It's a strange concept.
Here's the thing, my dog, Mancha, it's really athletic. She eats 3.5 cups a day of dry food.
Yeah,
And
one and
that's-
a half in
hold
the
on,
morning, 1.5 at night.
or more. A lot of the times it's 4 cups in the middle of winter. 4 cups a day in winter. She doesn't have a lot of hair, of course. Like, I have larger dogs than Mancha, and they're
They
eating
eat the same
a
amount.
cup,
Yeah.
or a cup and a half,
Right, or less, yeah.
Yeah, like let's say 2.5 total.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how like she's never being thick or like just loose skin. She's always has been really tight and
Well, and
muscly,
everybody always says
and
that
she's
she's
has
ripped,
been ripped.
and
That's-
she's
She's
very
an
well
athletic girl.
defined.
She's well defined. I love it. She has a freaking 6-pack. She's a well developed dog.
She
that doesn't make her.
exercises
She
every
doesn't.
day.
That doesn't make her
Yeah.
skinny. That's just she's a well developed dog. She eats that. She eats just dry food. And one thing that she's been doing is she has been feeding raw food as well. So she gets dry food and she gets on top of that she
she's
gets food.
spoiled rotten.
She is.
And she gets pureed pumpkin for the fiber and probiotics.
So-
and, I mean, she's
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
beast.
is-
She's like an Olympian,
She-
basically.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. I think it's kind of like
I do get a little bit on edge when people start a conversation, like people I don't know start a conversation about her, because I do kind of wait for them to be like, she's a little thin, don't you think? I just because
I think it's such
it
a
does
rude.
bother me.
It's rude for
because
people
I
to say
feel
it's
like
so
it implies
disrespectful.
that like I wouldn't know that my dog was thin. Like I need somebody to tell me that,
Right.
because I wouldn't know. And like her situation is so much more in the opposite direction. We know very well, and we take such good care of our athlete, and it's just kind of like, it would be really nice for people to be like, oh my god, she looks great,
right, rather than like she's too skinny.
She does, but
like they forget about like she's all like her muscles are really developed, so it's kind of like, don't you see that
have you seen her butt?
It's insane. So, but she has been active her whole life. She has been she uses treadmills, she pulls, she runs, she plays with dogs. Her
She's
life
like
has
the
been, she's
luckiest
always
dog
been really active
on earth.
And so it's kind of like frustrating when people say that to you without knowing the background, without knowing you. I think that is the rude part, being disrespectful, kind of like, if you don't know what's behind the scene, if you don't know the people's story or what people do, then don't do that. Just
I think,
keep those comments to yourself.
have you seen the meme on Facebook? It's like a picture of this athletic dog like Mancha, and it's like on the top it's an athletic dog like Mancha, and then on the bottom it's like a chubby dog, like stereotypical overweight Labrador Retriever. And for the skinny dog it says, "I can see your dog's ribs," and then for the overweight dog it says, "Oh yeah, I can see your dog's diabetes." I really liked that.
Well, you comparing, yeah.
I found comfort in that. But what's interesting is, like, I wish more people thought about it that way.
Well, even if they don't, I think they should just keep their comments to themselves. Again, it's judging people like that without knowing what they're due. That's just really messed up. That's the frustrating part for me. That it's like, just keep your comments to yourself. You don't have to, I don't know. But now that we have the self-propelled treadmill, she loves that. It's her own speed. She can be there however long she wants to.
And nobody else is allowed to use it.
So
nobody else is allowed to use it. As soon as the Julio gets up there, she is the loudest
I'm
dog
actually
in the
gonna
whole
do a video
world.
of
Barking,
so you can
barking,
see.
barking.
She gets
hyped.
right. So she gets to do it first because she cannot handle.
Because she's a spoiled rotten brat.
She cannot handle herself.
That is
And so then she gets in a treadmill, and then she gets to do however much she wants, right? So then it's the Julio's turn, and so he gets to do it for how long? Like 15 minutes? Maybe?
I don't know.
That's with food.
He goes about a minute.
He's a lazy guy.
He goes about like a minute 15 without food motivation. And then he starts slowing down, and then he's like, "You've got to be kidding me."
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then once you motivate him with food, he'll do it as long as there's food available. Yeah.
But meanwhile, while you're doing
yeah.
this, Mancha is really loud. Mancha's like...
And Mancha, like, just can't wait to get on that self-propelled treadmill, and she doesn't care if there's food or not, and she just takes off and just goes. She just wants to do it. She's high drive, high energy.
Yeah. So,
Woo!
yes, this is for those that when you see a skinny dog, not always mean you starving your dog.
It could actually mean that that dog is very well cared for.
Right.
In ways that you may not even know a thing about.
Right.
So it's a little offensive.
It is.
It's offensive.
It is. That's what I keep saying is disrespectful because...
Well, it's ignorant and
I
it's
work
offensive.
my butt off to keep my dog
in excellent
just
shape.
Happy, but just like
excellent shape.
To keep her in balance, to keep her like
because she's
exercise.
high drive, high energy. She needs that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm doing everything I can, and if it's not regular treadmill, now we have the self-propelled treadmill, walks, play, run.
Yeah.
Name it. So pulling as well. So it's kind of like.
So like moral of this story. Don't be an asshole. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we try all our best every day. So here's just another area that
Right.
you might need to work on.
Right. And I know people that work really hard to exercise their dogs because they love it. It's you know, it's getting into a bone thing, but we don't have to talk about that. But people love it. So if the dog is skinny, not always has to do with like you're starving the dog to death.
Well, and it's not like that's the thing. I think love is doled out with food in an unhealthy way.
Really unhealthy.
In
Really
as
unhealthy.
popular culture, really. Do you love your dog? Okay, do you have a carton of milk bones that you're doling out several times a day? I feel like it's all related. And so a fat dog is like a loved dog, and that's just not true. I mean,
no, because you have dogs that are I work with dogs that they're like
I guess
7
my point
years
is like
old
a
and they
skinnier
hardly can
athletic
move.
dog is just as loved.
No,
or loved.
I think that's that mentality that we have is not okay because dogs are the ones who pay. 7 years old, 8 years old, you know, their dog is getting there, but it still has some energy to some things to do, and it's heartbreaking because then you see the dog kind of like
they have problems
they
with their
have problem
mobility
walking because they're too heavy.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
start
kind of
suffering
like,
from
right.
the health issues that arise with obesity,
And
then they die early, and
but
we do that to our dogs.
But yes, so here,
So-
Mancha, it's not skinny, by the way. She is physically fit. She's ripped.
So
Cut the bullshit.
Fuck.
And and again, my dog says I'm not skinny. She is a well-developed dog. She
she goes to the
eats
vet.
a lot.
She
She
goes to
eats
the
a
vet.
lot.
The vet has
Oh,
checked
yeah.
her out
Oh, yeah.
several occasions.
Yeah, let's talk about that. 'Cause
Healthy.
she's supposed to weigh about what, like close to 50 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
She's over that. She's
With muscle.
over that, but just with muscle. If you
Pure
pick her up, it's heavy. She's
Yeah.
heavy, and not because she's fat or skinny. It's because she's heavy, and then those muscles are well developed. And every time we go to the doctor, they always said and they compliment how well
Developed
she is, and the physical and the ability to move and all that, and of course behave as well. So
Yeah.
you know, it pays off. So stop calling my dog skinny. She's
Yeah.
not skinny.
And also, she's not shaking because she's scared or because she's cold. She's shaking because she's excited. People do that too. Because they see her shaking and they're like, poor baby. And then she's skinny. And then now you're like a gang member that beats her on the weekends.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
because I'm
I don't
brown.
know how
You know, like brown skin,
how it
and
hops
it's
to
kind
that,
of like
but-
I'm a gang member that bit the crap out of my dog.
I don't
and
know.
I
But
starved my
anyway,
dog.
I think it's important
That
to-
comment that she has made is because people have done it to me, where they, like they treat me like I'm a gang member.
No, it's like, so the shaking and then the being thin, it's like automatically like you're a bad dog owner. And I think it's important too, because it's like, if you make that assumption about the shaking, it's just another sign of your ignorance. Because if you actually know about dog behavior, you would know that a shaking dog does not always mean a fearful dog or a cold dog. And that
Right.
our high drive, high energy Mancha shakes regularly because she's following directions and you're telling her, no, you can't take off after that ball. You need to stay here. So her response is shake. Okay, well, I'm not supposed
It's a
to.
release of energy.
I'm not supposed to
It's a
take off,
release
so
of
I'll
energy.
shake.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. And
But
so I think
that involves a lot. Talk about
it is, but
energy
no, I know,
and-
but it goes along with it too.
Yes,
Because a
yes.
shaking, skinny dog, everybody who's ignorant and judgmental just sort of jumps to that conclusion that, okay, must mean an abused dog, a physically abused dog.
So yeah, and well, not only that, I think it goes along as well with like it's not. I think she's more like a terrier She calls her a terrier rat.
A rat terrier?
A rat terrier. She's doesn't look as much as Petey, but she has some
Kitty?
features. So you have a well-behaved dog, and people just look at you that way. And then, but if you have a loud dog, then people get scared, and then you have a mean dog. So it's kind of like it's never a win-win.
And it depends, because people also see a loud dog and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so great, dog!" Because they love like, "Hi, come jump on me and lick my face."
Right. That is if there's
That's
a
like
golden,
a whole other
golden
oh,
poodle lap. If
True,
they
we have our
see
breed
features,
bias, too.
if they see features of a Petey,
Yeah, they're not as
then
excited.
they're not
about
as
loud
excited.
and
They're
jumping.
like
yeah,
they're right away jumping conclusions that the
Right,
big
right.
dog is
True.
a mean dog.
True.
And
yeah.
so yeah,
So
stop the BS. Don't call my dog skinny. She's not skinny, please. So she eats quite a
she's
bit.
physically fit
She eats a lot.
and loved,
Yeah.
and this guy spoils her like crazy.
3.5, 4 cups in the winter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food if you think about it.
Yeah, she's a lucky girl.
She freaking is.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So thanks for watching. I think this is like a high five moment.
Yes.
Can we do like a high? That's a low
Oh.
five. That was really good.
Yes.
Until next time, friends.
Bye.
Bye.